What's up, Capricorn? This is Marcus from King of Lions Oracle, back with another Tarot Oracle reading here for you. Thank you so much for your patience. I haven't recorded for a little while, just was having a little bit of computer issues, but bear with me and we'll be there for you. So as usual, I'm going to get you guys some Oracle cards, just so we can figure out what's the energy for you. This is going to be a mid-month reading, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll get you some Oracle cards, and then I'll get you some Tarot to kind of clarify what's going to be going on for you for the rest of the week. All right, let's see. So we have Pluto, detox your friendships. Okay, so and then we have Dragonfly Spirit. All right, let's see what else we have here. Time for healing. All right, Capricorn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some tarot, just like I normally do. Get you some energies here, and then we'll clarify some of the cards for you, just so we can get it kind of more in depth. All right, cards are starting to trip on their own. Oh, that's upside down. Okay. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please give me a clear, concise message for a sign of Capricorn during the mid-month of May. Please give me a clear, concise message. Angels, spirit guides. Okay. So we got two that popped out. So we have the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. And so Capricorn, you might be dealing possibly with a Leo, right? Because we have Leo energy here, Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, we got a few more cards pop out for you. And I can take all those. It's like 15 cards popped up. But so far, we have the Strength card, the Queen of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Sun. So you have a really, really good, strong reading with a lot of positive energy here. Let me see what else I can get here for you. But what I see here is that you might be dealing with a Leo. If you're not dealing with a Leo, this possibly might be you or part of your chart. But it's showing that you have Jupiter in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is changing things to be in your favor, and it's telling you to be mentally strong and physically strong, and make sure that you take care of your physical body during this time period. Okay, it looks like you're working on something. You're being really resourceful. You're working on something that's going to make you some money, but you have a few worries on your mind. All right, so the bottom of the deck energy we have for you is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords here, this is just saying that you want to make sure you take action, rushing on that. There could be an air sign that could be involved here, right? But first, we have the Strength card, okay? So if you look at this Strength card, this is a woman, she's taming the lion. So with this here, since you have these two cards, you have the Strength card and you have the Queen of Wands, what I would take from this here is I see that the Queen of Wands is someone who's very confident. They'll go out there, show their personality, very charismatic. And then you have the Strength card, okay, which is the number 8 card. So what I would say with this is, don't be afraid to go out and talk to people and show who you really are. Be strong, be confident. Don't have any negative self-talk to yourself, because you're a really awesome person. You're a really awesome worker. Things are going to work in your favor. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is working here for you. Right now, Jupiter, which is the planet that controls, that affects the Wheel of Fortune, is actually in Aries. And whenever that happens, Aries is controlled by Mars. So it has kind of that double effect where it's going to be about expansion, growth, creativity, good luck. And it's going to happen either quickly or sharply, or it's going to be even something that comes like out of surprise, because Mars moves really quickly and unexpectedly. Okay? Now, we also have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is representative of you. So, as I mentioned before, this could be you being resourceful, putting together a plan, trying to figure out what's going to be the best thing for the course of action for you for the rest of the month. From what it looks like here, you may be working on something that has a long-term effects, since you have the Hierophant here. So this could be a few different things. This can be you working through a relationship. This can be you working for a job or institution, company, or even just you setting long-term plans, like, getting a house and you're working on the mortgage, or you're setting a long-term plan. But from what I can see here, the universe is in your favor, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Queen of Wands which is she's very optimistic. If you see the sunflower that's in her hand, and she has a little happy smirk on her face. Now, the Queen of Wands is the only one of the court cards in the wand suit that doesn't have the lizards, and that's because the Queen of Wands is very comfortable in her own skin, very strong, very charismatic. So you want to make sure that whatever you're working on, show the best version of yourself, charge into it. Don't be afraid. And it looks like as long as you're the resourceful person and the hard working person you are, during this Taurus season, things are going to work out for you. Now you have the Sun card. So this is a lot of Leo energy, and if it's not a Leo that's coming in to help you or working with you, this is just telling you that you have a lot of positive energy, that things are going to be beneficial to you. The Sun is one of the best cards that you can get in the deck, and that just lets you know that everything's going to be illuminated, and whatever you work on is going to have a positive outcome or possibly a positive direction. So if you're working on getting a new job, or if you're starting a new business, or what may have you, that strength that you're using with the 8th card, and also that energy that you get from the Sun card, is just letting you know that as long as you put your best foot forward, people are going to believe in you, and people are going to trust in you. Okay. Now, I also see here that you have the Moon card. So the Moon represents us facing our fears. So intuitively, anytime that we're on any kind of journey, and you see the crab here, the crab has to take this fearful journey and walk by this domesticated dog and also a wild coyote, and it has to try to make its way up the path. So anytime that we face our fears, you're going to have different external influences that affect you that might not necessarily work in your favor. They could be friendships, they could be relationships, they could be your own mind, Now, the next card you have next to it is the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords, this is saying that, possibly you have a great idea or you've been working really hard on something, but you're holding yourself back for some reason. You're not taking full action into doing what's necessary to get the completion of your cycle. So like I said before, if you're working on a new business, think about all the good things that can happen for the business and look at the outcome of what you want to see the business turn into, and stop worrying about all the bad things. Now, with the 8 of Swords, right, then this is also very significant because you have 2 8s. You have the 8 of Swords, and you have the 8 from the Strength card. So definitely pay attention to synchronicities. Okay, you also have the 22 here with Pluto, and I'll explain that influence on you later. So we have the 8 card here. This is saying get out of your mind, okay? This bottom line right here is very powerful, right? So you have the Moon, the 8 of Swords, and you have the High Priestess. So this is telling you intuitively you can take this trip, and that you know that there are things that you're not aware of or that you're not sure of. But as long as you get out of your mind, the journey is going to be a lot easy, and you're a lot easier than you think, and you're connected to the ethereal world. Okay, there's a lot of knowledge in between the dark and the light. So sometimes you're not aware of what the outcome may be, but intuitively you can kind of feel that things are working well for you. And this is something that in your subconscious, if you speak to yourself positively, give yourself positive affirmations, things are going to work out for you. But just in turn, just looking at this line here, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which says you're going to have good luck in your favor. Then you have the Sun. The Sun is the best card in the deck. And then you have the High Priestess. So with those 3 major arcanas here, this is saying that good luck's going to change in your favor, and you're not even going to see how good it is going to be. You're not even going to be able to kind of predict what's going to be the next thing, and it's going to be there for you. So I'm very confident that things are going to work well for you. You just want to just keep on working hard. Don't be afraid to express yourself, okay? I'm going to do some clarifying here. All right. So what I want to do is let me clarify first. All the cards are jumping out. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors, please clarify for me, why is the 8 of Swords here for Capricorn? All right. So I have 2 swords here. So the 2 cards that we have for the 8 of Swords, which makes perfect sense, is the Page of Swords, and you have the 3 of Wands. They came all together. So you've been taking some time to do some research so that you can do some planning to get this process moving, whatever you're doing, whether it's buying a house or starting a business or you're working on a relationship, you're planning. You're scheming. You're trying to get more information. The Page of Swords, if you see, they're holding the sword behind them because they're not really sure exactly how to use it. But they know that they got the sword, and they know that it's fully there for them. The Three of Wands, this is about you planning and putting things together into creation, and you're kind of waiting to see what comes. So you've been doing the research, and now you're waiting to kind of see what's coming out of it. And that's the reason why that Eight of Swords is there, because in your head, you're thinking, is this going to fail? Is this going to succeed? Is it going to be positive? But you always have to put that positive energy there. You know, like they say, positive mind, positive outcome, positive speech. Things will work in your favor. All right. This is such really good reading. I'm really probably not going to clarify everything because you have such good stuff and it speaks for itself, but I do want to clarify the moon just so that we can see what's going on with the moon, okay? So the moon is clarified by, so look at the synchronicity that you have here. The moon is clarified by the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, right? Now, the funny thing is here, you actually have a Queen of Pentacles, and you have a Queen of Wands, and you also have a Leo card, right? So you are represented by the Queen of Pentacles. You're very resourceful. You're very hardworking. You can make money stretch. And what this is saying is that your soulmate or someone who you're working with, okay? Now, in some cases, if any of you are reading this in general, this is a general reading, but if any of you are reading this for love, this could say that you're going to be balancing things out with a soulmate, and that things are going to work out. And that might have been the fear that you were having. Maybe you were spending too much time on work and you were trying to figure out what's going to happen. So you were trying to balance. You know, some of you may be involved with a Leo and you're the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Or you could even be the Queen of Pentacles dealing with a Taurus, okay? There's a lot of energies here, all right? But this is saying that you're going to have that balance. You're going to have that balance out, that you and your significant other, or if this is a business proposition, you guys are going to be working together on finances, working together to put together a plan. Because if you look at the Two of Pentacles, that's an infinity sign. So this goes with the Strength card, okay? This also goes, with the Magician card. So you're going to have some energies that's going to work well in your favor, okay? And this is also two twos. So you have more synchronicity. So now you have 3 twos. You have the you have the High Priestess, you have the Two of Cups, and you have the Two of Pentacles. So you definitely have some angel numbers here that are kind of rearing their head and kind of showing positive energies here for you. All right. All right, so let me just clarify here. Why is the Hierophant here? Ancestors, spirit guides, please give me information. All right, that's full out. All right, so Ace of Swords. We'll take one more. Spirit guides. All right. So it looks like they gave me 2 more. All right. All right, so the first card that you got was the Ace of Swords. Then you got the Eight of Pentacles. And then you got the Ten of Wands. So what this is saying is that this long-term plan that you're setting up, this is going to give you clarity, and this is going to give you victory. This is something that once you realize how to put the plan together, get everything in line together, you're going to be very happy and proud with yourself. All you have to do is continue to be consistent with the Eight of Pentacles. Continue to keep on working hard. Continue to be consistent. And once you get that all done, this hard work is going to be over. This burden is going to be done. You're going to have the plan set in stone, and it's going to be good for you and for your future. And you're not going to have to worry too much about anything because of the fact that you have that clarity. You have that win. And, this is a perfect example. Like, for example, say you're buying a house and you're trying to figure out how you're going to buy a house. So you put together a financial plan with your significant other. You guys figure out how much are we going to pay for bills. You set a budget. After you set the budget, you start walking the budget. In the beginning, it seems like it's a hard job because you have to adjust everything that you do. But in the end, once you get this clarity and you get this plan, you end up buying a property and you end up owning the property. So you're going to go from that change. And it seems like it's a hard thing, but you're going to get that clarity and realize that I want to own my own property. All I got to just do is just keep on being the consistent person that I am, working, saving, me and my significant other working together, or even if you're doing it by yourself. The hard work, you do it in the beginning, then the rest becomes play. Okay? And then let's just check one more thing here. Angel, spirit guides, please clarify for me. Too many cards flipped over. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please clarify for me. Wheel of Fortune. Clarify for me for the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So we have the Nine of Swords come out and the 7. Okay. So there was something that you were worried about that was keeping you up at night. And you have put a lot of time and effort into this. A lot of invested time, a lot of invested work. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying that all the time and the work that you put in to invest in this is gonna come out, and it's gonna be very, very positive for you. This is something that you're not gonna have to worry about anymore. You've been worrying a lot. You've been having problems sleeping, but this is gonna be something that's gonna be good for you. Okay. All right. So let's look at some of your cards here. So you have the dragon. You have the Dragonfly Spirit, which is significant because it has the number 22. Okay, and it's funny because we just had the Two of Cups and we have the Two of Pentacles, which is the number 22. The Dragonfly Spirit says truth transcends illusion. Okay, so with that truth transcending illusion, and if you also know dragonflies, okay, are very good luck. They move quickly in universe and it's hard to catch them, all right? And they make swift, quick movements. So when it says truth transcends illusion, so you got to take some time and think to yourself, what is the truth of the situation? Okay? Let's run away from the illusions that are not there, that we're not sure of, that got us howling at the moon and have us afraid. Okay? Now, isn't it a coincidence that the illusion card came with the 2 twos, with the 2 of Cups and with the 2 of Pentacles? So you're going to work on that plan and things are going to work out. They're going to be in your benefit. Okay? This is a time for healing for you. Okay? The balsamic moon. So you see with this purple tells me that you want to take some time and just slow down, Capricorn, just do some meditation, and things are going to work out for you in your benefit. The more that we stress about things, sometimes we think that we're making it better, but we're really not. We're making it a lot worse. So just take some time, relax, things will work out for you in your benefit. Okay? Now I'm seeing here that you have another significant, you have a 22 again. Okay, so 22 must be significant. I'm thinking that something this month on the 22nd is going to happen for you that's going to be very significant. You know, if anything happens for you, Capricorn, on the 22nd, please let me know in the comment box. Definitely like, share, subscribe. But I see you have 22 with the Dragonfly Spirit, 22 with Pluto, and then you have the 22 here. Now, Pluto right now is in retrograde. Okay, now Pluto's not going to be out of retrograde. Pluto was in Capricorn, okay, which was about big dramatic changes, about work, about future, about setting the plan for the future. Now, once Pluto went in retrograde, it's not going to come out of retrograde until it's in Aquarius. I'm sorry, in Aquarius. Aquarius. Until it's in Aquarius. So once it comes out of retrograde in Aquarius, okay, is no longer going to be in Capricorn. So that means that you're going to have some dramatic changes that's going to happen very swiftly, very quickly. Things are going to happen, not necessarily tower sense. I get more of a positive energy here for it. If you look at this card, okay, this person has angel's wings, okay, and they have downloads that's coming to their brain. But their brain's almost there. Their mind has wings of its own. So it's like it's taking in this energy and it's making these changes, and their mind is now starting to get inspiration, and it's going to fly off on its own. So you have some really good inspiration that's coming to you, and want to make sure you take advantage of it. All right. So then we have your last card here. All right. So this Oracle card, it says, detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you've been spending time. So be discerning about the associations and the relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Okay? So definitely, within the reading, you got a lot of Leo energy here. So I definitely think that you want to gravitate more to those people, the generous and supportive people who are going to help you. Definitely looks like you have a spirit guide, or you have a soulmate who's on your side, who's going to be working with you and looking out for you. And I wish the best for you. definitely, I hope you enjoy the rest of the month. I'm also going to be doing some more updated readings here, so just kind of keep an eye on the page. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can reach out to me. My information's in the description box. Also, if you choose to donate, my information's there too. Thanks again for your patience as I was working through some computer problems, but it's always been a pleasure. Take care. Peace, Capricorn.